Hello again. Welcome to another Zyuohger review. And the last video I did was Cube Shimama, the set of Cube Shimama and Cube Komonohashi. Yeah, these two were in the set, right? So that was the last video I did. So we're gonna do the second set of recolors, which are right here: Cube Hyou and Cube Fukurou. So Cube Leopard and Cube Owl. So we're gonna take a look at them individually. So we're going to start with Cube Hyou. Okay, so here's Cube Hyou in Cube mode. Of course, Hyou meaning leopard in Japanese. And you can see there's the leopard face right there. You can see the little those little rings and upside down U's and stuff, little backward C's and stuff like that. So yeah, so it's mainly gold. So it's mainly yellow with some silver. And some black, and that's pretty much it. And of course, bits of blue, by the way. So, yeah. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And you can see it's actually the second repaint of Cube Kuma. Now, of course, we know the first repaint was Cube Panda, which was a gold-colored. It was a gold-colored version of this guy, but it was basically a campaign item. It was actually a special campaign item, which they do release. Which they do cost like outrageous prices on eBay. I mean, I looked it up. I looked up Cube Panda Zyuohger, and the prices were pretty outrageous. You know that figure is not made of carat gold; it's just gold plastic. So, yeah. So, but I think the quick. So basically, if you want to get Cube Panda, you have to get one of the sets of mecha. Like if you get Jewel King in a set, then you get Cube Panda. If you get Jewel Wild in a set, then you get Cube Panda. If you get Tosai Zyuohger in a set, then you get Cube Panda. So that's that. So yeah, that's pretty much the explanation of how to get that thing. But okay. So enough rambling. Let's go directly to animal mode. So basically, just 1.5. There you go. Done. And yeah, it's pretty cute. Looks cute. But again, it's a repaint of Cube Kuma. Yeah. The one thing I like about this is that you can see there's 3 rings right here, and they got a little tip on the bottom. And yes, and it obviously resembles a leopard's tail, which I do love that kind of detail. I like that. Of course, you can see in Cube Kuma, I don't see any tail detail because bears have short tails. So yeah. So yeah, here's the repaint. Here's the comparison. So yeah, that's that. And let's show off the weapon mode. So there you go. It's basically, this is called the Kuma Axe. This is called the Hyou Hammer. I like to call it the Leopard Hammer. That's what it's called. And yeah, that's the official name. Yeah, it's called the Leopard Hammer. So yeah. So yeah. So let's show them off. So let's show this off with the mecha. All right, so let's show off the Hyou Hammer with Jewel King. So yeah, there we go. That's that. Here's Jewel Wild. Yep. And Tosai Zyuohger. You can put it in this hand. You can put it in this hand if you want, or I like to put it in this hand since he holds the Komori boomerang or the bat boomerang in that hand in the show. So yeah, there's Tosai Zyuohger holding the Leopard Hammer. I like to call it the Leo Hammer. Of course, it makes sense. Yeah. So yeah, and speaking of Komori Boomerang, let's take a look at the next figure in the set. And here's the last figure in the set, Cube Fukurou, or Cube Owl. You can see it is a repaint of Cube Komori, which you can see right here. Here's the side, the back, this side and the exclamation point side. So yeah, there you go. You can see it's kind of a metallic green color, kind of a dark green color. I mean, you'll see more coloring when we get to the animal mode. So all you can see is just green, black, and white. So yeah, and let's show off what the animal mode looks like. So pull this out like this. You can follow straight like that, or I like to give it a more natural pose. Like that. So they have Cube Owl in animal mode. You can see the wings are exactly the same molding, just a different color. It's the centerpiece that's different. So let's put Cube Komori in animal mode for comparison. There you go. So you can see some obvious differences. Obviously, seeing that the eyes are like red down here, and these are the bat ears. And of course, Bandai took advantage of that and remolded into the head and the eyes. And of course, what was the nose of the bat now becomes the beak of the owl. And of course, the chest. And of course, you got the chest here, which is different. And of course, the feet were right here. Now we got and these are the talons right here. So these are the feet. So since, of course, we know that owls stand at a Y stance, like bats, owls. So yeah, that's that. So yeah, and of course, because this little detail right here, which resembles, okay, I said it right there. You can see that this detail right here basically resembles tail feathers, which is nice, which is pretty neat. I do appreciate that. So yeah, that's much for the animal mode. It's basically just straighten out the wings out right here, and pull this little handle out, and there you have the Fukurou cutter. Of course, I didn't make that name up. That's an official name. It's in on the back of the box. So yeah. So this is the owl cutter. So this is meant to be like like a machete or a big sword. So yeah. And let's show off with the Komori boomerang, or the batarang, as I like to call it. So yeah, there are some obvious differences. So now let's show it off with the mecha. And just a quick thing I'd like to point out is that this pair makes sense because, what they both have in common is that they're both nocturnal animals. So, yeah, makes total sense. Now, of course, I showed the natural pose, like, them flying. But, of course, I came up with another one. Basically, since they're mostly, like, in the daytime, they would sleep like this and then go, upside down, like that, like in caves or something like that. So you can do that, but of course you're gonna glue some Velcro on here and like just glue it up to your ceiling or something, or the desk, or on your desk. So you can do that. The only natural pose I can do besides the flying pose is basically just this, like having their wings folded in. So yeah, so yeah, that's pretty much all you can do, just to give it like a like an owl sense to it. So yeah, I just want to point that out. So okay, so let's get on to the mecha. And here is Zyuohger King with the Fukurou cutter, or owl cutter, whatever you want to call it, the wise cutter or the wisdom cutter. I don't care. I'll just call it the owl cutter. So, and of course, just like with the Komori boomerang, it is the heaviest weapon. So, yeah, that's that. Here's Zyuohger King. No, sorry, Zyuohger Wild. Sorry. Yeah. And Tosai Zyuoh. Which hand? Just like, unlike Zyuohger King and Zyuohger Wild, this guy holds it a little bit better, since his hands are big, or big enough, and the drawers are strong enough to hold the weight. So, yeah. Okay. So that pretty much covers both of those guys. Cube, you know, Cube Leopard and Cube Owl. And somebody may be wondering, yes, you can plug them onto the sides of Wild Tosai King. So yeah, that's pretty much it. So overall, just like with Cube Shimama and Cube Kamonohashi or Cube Zebra or Cube Platypus, these are passable. I mean, these are great figures. Just keep in mind, these aren't essential to the final combination whatsoever. They're not. These are just optional toys. So yeah. So if you want more arsenal for your mix, then get these two. And just like with Cube Shimama and with Cube Zebra and Platypus, you get those two as well. So yeah. I mean, it's pretty great to see we got more different animals. I mean, we got a zebra, we got a platypus, we got a leopard, now we got an owl. That's perfect. I mean, we just want more. We want more, you know, animals. We want, you know, the same ones. You know, like we want ones that look similar. You know, I mean, this is a great mold to use. This was Cube Kuma, and this became Cube Leopard. I mean, this worked out well, including Cube Owl. This worked out well. Cube Platypus, which I'll show here right now, real quick. This worked out okay. I mean, this just changed into this was a drill from Cube Mogra, and then it became a duck-billed mouth. That worked out fine. And last but not least, Cube Shimama, Cube Zebra. I would say this is the worst one. I mean, it looks good. I mean, it's high quality plastic. I mean, it's just I wish they would have shortened the neck a bit because again, like I said in my previous review, zebras don't have long necks; they're short. So, yeah. So yeah. So I do recommend this to people. So I do recommend this to people if you like Zyuohger and you want more arsenal for your mechs. For Jewel King, Jewel Wild, or Tosai Jewel. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my conclusion. So, this is Chester Board Reviews, signing off. Take care.